you're getting into golf, you've been playing for a little while and you're looking for your first set of clubs, but you don't know what to buy, well, we're going to get into it today. So I've seen a lot of people searching on here, what clubs to buy as a beginner. And that's, everything from what clubs will you initially need in your bag, what brands do I need, and just genuinely, what clubs do I need? So today we're gonna talk a little bit about what to look for and what not to look for when you're looking to buy a new set of clubs. First thing I'd say is you might want to be just looking for the cheapest set, go to your sports shop and buy the cheapest brand new set. That might not always be the way forward, because although you can get some sort of package sets that do work well, like there's the Wilson sets and Cobra have a set as well, they're not normally not maybe as cheap and actually as well performing as some of the brands that you have heard of, but second hand. Guys, there is a huge second hand market. Head to eBay, head to Facebook Marketplace, all of these sort of places, you can pick up really, really good golf clubs, good sets of golf clubs that people don't use anymore because they've stopped playing golf and they want to sell. And you can get some great deals on some really, really, really good clubs. The thing you got to remember, guys, is once you hit that golf club once, it's not brand new anymore. Some of the clubs that you'll find on there, they're used, but they're not really used. You're going to get them a damn sight cheaper than you would usually. Second hand is your best bet, at least initially. Now, this might seem straightforward to some of you, but I think it's worth mentioning what the clubs are that you actually need to buy. Some comes in groups, some don't. So I'm just going to quickly explain and go through briefly what you probably will need in your bag. The first club you'll need is a driver. Yeah, it's the one that everyone knows. It's the one that hits the longest. It's the one that's the biggest, but you'll need a driver, sometimes paired with a 3-wood, but you don't necessarily need that when you first start. So I wouldn't worry too much about that, but a driver. Secondly, you'll need a set of iron. This ranges from somewhere around a 4-iron, 5-iron, all the way up to a pitch and wedge or an approach wedge, whatever you can get. So that's the second thing you need. And then really other than that, because you've got your wedges within your iron set, is a putter. And I'm sure you're all familiar with what a putter is. If you're not, it's the flat stick. It's the one that you'll be knocking the ball into the hole with. So they can often be found as a set, but also individually. If you're on Facebook Marketplace, you get a mixture of both, or eBay, you get a mixture of both. So yeah, just do a bit of research, see what you can find, but you want to make sure that in the end you've got all of those. So brands, guys. Brands. This is the big one. What sort of brands are we looking for? And if you've taken my my first advice and you're looking for some second-hand clubs online, you might be looking for some of the bigger brands. There's really a top 5 sort of players in the game right now, and maybe one extra that is on the cusp of that. TaylorMade, Ping, Callaway, Cobra, and Titleist. They're the big 5. And then on the side of that, you've got Wilson as well. And Wilson often do a lot for beginner golfers in terms of the sets they do, or people that are newer to golf or have higher handicaps. So really a good one to look at. Now these 5 brands, the reason I mention them is they can sometimes come at a price if you're buying them brand new, but at the same time, you know what you're getting. You're going to get a good club. No matter what you buy, really, with those, you're going to get a good club. There's probably some anomalies in there, so yeah, I know you guys down in the comments will be hating on me for that, and I might have even missed a couple of brands out. Now, it's quite important for me to say that when you're looking for these golf clubs, you're not buying. Essentially, guys, what you need to remember is there are clubs built for people that play on tour, the professionals, and there are also clubs built for forgiveness and built for the newer golfer who has a higher handicapper, for example. This is why you've got to do a bit of research and make sure you know what you're buying, because if you go to TaylorMade right now, for example, and buy their P770s or the P7MCs, those clubs are built for performance, and they're built for the players that are good at golf. They're playing at a lower handicap level or even beyond. But then again, if you were to buy the TaylorMade Stealth irons, they are actually built for forgiveness, and they're built for higher handicappers who are, well, not necessarily new to golf, but just need a little bit of help and a little bit of forgiveness. And that said, if you were to buy maybe a couple of years ago set, like a set TaylorMade M2 set of golf clubs, you'd probably get them a lot cheaper. And honestly speaking, when you're first starting the performance side of things, they're so similar you won't even notice a difference. Just to note, there are a few other brands that I haven't actually mentioned, like Srixon, Cleveland, and Mizuno, that all specialise in their own sort of parts of the game. One more thing to note, guys, when you're buying your first set of clubs is the shaft. The shaft, this metal part that holds the club together, or the metal shaft, if you will. One recommendation that I actually have for you guys is when you're first buying a new set of clubs, or a set of clubs, and you're kind of new to golf, make sure that the flex, which means how much it bends, is a regular flex shaft, because essentially, to sum up very quickly, the faster that you swing the club, the stiffer the shaft you'll need. And initially, you don't need anything else but regular. And when I say regular flex, you will see on the the sticker on the shaft, they will usually say what they are. I mean, that's actually an S for stiff because these are stiff shafted for me. But initially, regular shaft is what you want to go for. Other than that, guys, no one expects you to know, what sort of clubs that you want initially. You're just getting started in golf, so pick yourself up something for a good price that is from a brand that you've heard of before, or is reputable. Maybe do a bit of research. Once you see something, do look at some reviews, see what they're like. Guys, if you're looking for weekly golf content twice a week, then do subscribe, guys, and turn the notification bell on too, because I am uploading as much as I possibly can. We've almost hit 700 subscribers now, so the channel is growing and love doing it. So please subscribe, guys, and also leave a comment. Let me know you've subscribed, and I want to get back to all of you guys. I want to start building a community. So let me know, guys, if you have subscribed, and also what sort of content you want to see.